through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. for a program that educates and is solution-based. Base tackles the issues that matter to you, providing a platform to speak your mind and find solutions. That's Betterment with Base, with a focus on education and resolution. This is all about making things better for you. So if you want to make a difference and have your voice heard, tune into Freedom 106.5 FM and join us for Betterment with Base, Monday through Thursday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Better for you. Only on Freedom 106.5 FM, where we believe that your voice matters.
Who is Inge Solheim? I'm not really sure, but I am a father to one daughter, Marion. I'm a Norwegian polar guide. I lead expeditions to North Pole, South Pole, mountains, deserts, other places, usually remote places. But I'm a lot more than that, I think.
These are the modern explorers.
Food basket. Food basket, nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. A remush, a water shop, fair go view. Food basket, the nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food basket, marketplace, go view, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Presenting the most modern pharmaceutical facility in the country, Food Basket Hyperfarm Pharmacy Food Basket Complex, Arima. We stock the widest range of health and beauty products, baby supplies, stationery, fragrances and cosmetics, or organic, sugar and gluten-free products catered to vegans and the health conscious. A wide assortment of dispensary medication and over-the-counter items at the most affordable prices. Make Hyperfarm Pharmacy your choice. Located on the compound of Food Basket Complex, Arima.
Time check. Courtesy Alive by Nature's Way. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
Opposition dismisses minister's accusations that their government used URP to fund supporters as a smokescreen. Family of 4 made homeless after early morning fire. Oropouche farmers say herd of bison is terrorizing them and trampling their crops.
Coming up in sport, West Indies and Australia contest day 2 of the third and final test of the series.
Very good evening and welcome. I'm Jesse Ramdeo and this is the weekend news here on CNC3. Thank you so much for joining us. The Rural Development and Local Government Minister is accusing the former PNM administration of hijacking the unemployment relief program. Khadija Amin alleges that public funds were funneled to the accounts of friends and family members of the party. However, Shadow Minister Simon De Nobrega is refuting Amin's allegations and accuses the government of making unsubstantiated claims of corruption to justify mass firings. Rural Development and Local Government Minister Khadija Amin has leveled serious allegations of financial misconduct and political abuse against the former People's National Movement administration, describing the unemployment relief program as a feeding trough for party loyalists, friends and family members.
Of the 300 million allocated to URP in the current fiscal, 231 million has been drawn down so far. And we only have about 2 million of that was spent on goods and services, and a lot of it really went to the payroll. But what we have found is that there are a number of employees who are named on registers to work, but have not gone to work.
During an interview with Guardian Media on Sunday, Amin noted that the URP, which now falls under her ministry's purview, was severely mismanaged. The minister pointed to concerns involving the daughter of an alleged PNM official who, despite being enrolled in a university abroad, was reportedly receiving a weekly salary from the program. She said investigations into the program also revealed instances of absent employees.
You have, of course, several ghost gangs operating where you cannot find them, but the ghost also comes into the office. And the former government has a lot of questions answered.
Amin also alleged that in the lead-up to the last general election, the PNM engineered what she described as a feeding frenzy within the URP, marked by overhiring and electioneering. According to her, since the change in government and the start of internal audits, many of those allegedly involved in wrongdoings have since resigned. But Shadow Minister Simon de Nobrega has strongly rejected Amin's claims, accusing the new administration of using unverified allegations as cover for politically motivated terminations. Speaking to CNC3 News, he further challenged Amin to take her claims to law enforcement authorities. De Nobrega rejected her narrative that recent resignations were tied to wrongdoing, suggesting instead that workers were leaving due to fear of victimization. The Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government has responded to a Sunday Guardian headline rejecting the implications that development projects have stalled. The ministry said last week's meeting with municipal corporations was to assess funding progress and explore strategies to manage current budget shortfalls. However, The Guardian reported that a key funding mechanism tied to a line item raised by Minister Khadija Amin is unavailable, causing delays in short-term job initiatives. Several mayors confirmed discussions about using the line item, but it is tied to the repealed property tax revenue and can't fund staffing. The article also noted that the rerouting of funds requires multiple approvals, which take time and can hamper the need for quick, short-term employment. The article also notes there is a government hiring freeze. The ministry did not directly address the freeze, but said it remains committed to protecting jobs and continuing services. The former People's National Movement government is being accused of lacking the political will to repatriate close to 100 TNT nationals, mostly women and children, from Syria and Iraq. Two attorneys that are working to bring these citizens home tell Shaliza Hassan Ali and cameraman Neil Romain they hope this government can do what the last one could not.
Attorneys Nafisa Mohammed and Christian J. Williams have issued a scathing attack on Team Nightingale and the Repatriation Committee, claiming they failed in their objective to repatriate 92 women and children held in refugee camps in Syria and Iraq for almost a decade. Earlier this month, the UNC government established an interministerial committee chaired by Attorney General John Jeremy to help expedite the repatriation process. In 2018, Team Nightingale was formed under the PNM administration. 5 years later, the Repatriation Committee, headed by former House Speaker Nizam Mohammed, was established. Mohammed said for 8 years the PNM dragged their feet in bringing our nationals home, 72 of whom are children.
The hurdle that to me existed in the past seemed to have been deeply rooted in a high level of Islamophobia that was coming out of certain quarters.
She feels the two bodies achieved nothing, insisting all the former government gave our nationals was...
And it's just lip service and public relations.
However, Williams had a different view on the PNM's handling of the matter, insisting they lacked
political will.
Williams has represented several of these nationals in court seeking repatriation, resulting in the state spending a tidy sum in litigation fees.
Over the years, we have had millions of dollars being paid out to retain counsel from outside and to be continuing with these matters in court. Why? When it's a policy decision that is required.
As lead attorney of Quantum Legal, Williams said the law firm recently initiated a Freedom of Information request seeking the state's legal bill. With a new government in power, Mohammed is hoping that they will act swiftly to repatriate our nationals as they have suffered enough. CNC3 News reached out to Jeremy inquiring how much the state has paid in legal fees, but he did not respond. Former National Security Minister and Prime Minister Stuart Young also failed to answer a list of questions sent to him. Nizam Mohammed says he is looking forward to the interministerial team addressing the matter expeditiously. Shaliz Arsenali, CNC3 News.
Well, it's now time for a quick commercial break. More for you up next.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh produce and everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. A real much water, shop, fair, go view. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh produce and everything fantastic. Food Basket.
Marketplace Shop Floor, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance. But we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Parkland Plaza, in Devonshire Corners. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon. Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Quality food to fill you.
Hey, pretty lady, I see you're looking for some hot sauce. Boy, move it. I have a man. See you. So you don't want no mother-in-law?
Attention, valued shoppers. We are thrilled to celebrate 34 amazing years with you, our loyal customers. A huge congratulations to all our winners.
Hey, don't make joke. I know when I shopping spree.
Snacks we buying, mommy.
Look, boy, come on, eh? Well, look how I just win a Caribbean getaway now. Rock back. Here I know when I shopping spree. Well, come on, help me now. You don't have a man? Later. Nah.
It's Southern Food Basket's 34th anniversary extravaganza from July 1st to August 31st. Shop and enter for a chance to win incredible prizes, Caribbean getaways, staycations, shopping spree, and the ultimate grand prize of a brand new Suzuki Grand Vitara.
Southern Food Basket flash sale on and now. Goat stew 4 pounds for $90. Tyson leg quarters $285 per case. Russet potatoes 5 pounds for $19.95. Great value fries 5 pounds 2 for $59.95. Golden brand margarine 227 grams 5 for $19.95. Richport vegetable oil 500 ml 3 for $19.95. Anchor cheddar and a vegetarian cheese 250 grams 2 for $44.95. Chubby 3 cases for $100. Cold 2 liters 3 for $19.95. Bright wash laundry detergent 900 grams, 2 for $19.95. Clorox 1 gallon, $26.95. Available at Southern Food Basket, St. Charles Village, Princestown, SS Erin Road, Pinal, Southern Main Road, Point Fortin, Coffee Street, San Fernando. Available Thursday, 12th of June to Sunday, 15th June, 2025.
Welcome back. The government's Refinery Committee, headed by former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarang, says in 4 months it will be able to say both the date and the cost of the restart of the refinery once it is deemed feasible. Tonight in The People Say, we asked if the government should resume talks with Indian businessman Naveen Jindal, who had previously expressed interest in the refinery. Here's what some of you had to say.
What the news was saying about him and his background, we had to try to see where best we could make sure we have no corruption involved in anything. As long as you could come clean in anything, but we still can't say no what is right or what is wrong. But come clean, and it worth a try.
I believe so, because I think that the opportunity will allow a lot more workers to get opportunities to get jobs, so we could get our ease, probably. So I don't have a problem with it, unless one of our local businessmen can take it over. If not, we should give him a chance.
To be honest with you, I'd rather local. Local people will be more able to, help people from here instead of believing that that was bringing from outside. So let us use the people from inside that are already here, you know.
So we have no foreign currency. We have none. So that was one of the main sources of foreign currency. So it doesn't matter who open it, what color, race or what.
Can be open to anybody who wants to invest, but the right person too. Because you don't want to pick anybody and then make the wrong decisions still.
I believe he have the resources and he could make a difference. And I believe you have to give people a chance. And you never know. I know people have different views in Trinidad, right? But I think you should give him a chance.
A Rio Claro family of 4 who lost everything in an early morning fire will be staying in the burnt-out shell tonight as they have nowhere else to go. Their councillor provided mattresses as they say they will try to rebuild. Father of 2, Ansari Asif Ali, says the flames spread so quickly they were unable to save their Ponderosa Settlement Libertyville home or their belongings. An unfinished home that belonged to his late father was also destroyed in the fire.
It was around 1:30 when my wife noticed my dog barking. And when she came out and peeped through the window and she wanted to know what the dog barking, she noticed that fire under my father's house. And when she waked me up, I tried to save my car, but I couldn't.
Now, he says the fire tender was in Mayaro when they made the call, but he was impressed with how quickly they were able to come to the scene, but there was little they could do. Ali says they appreciate any help they could get, however small. Farmers on the retrenched estate near the Solomon Hochoy Highway are demanding an investigation into alleged land grabbing by a private contractor reportedly linked to a former government minister. President of the Retrenched Farmers Association, Nigel Bowen, says 23 farmers cultivated a 70-acre parcel for over 30 years, growing crops like sweet potatoes, corn and citrus. He says a few weeks before the election, the contractor came on site and plowed down acreages, claiming rights to 20 acres, including active farmland. Bowen says last week the contractor returned and attempted to chase them out of their fields. He says reports have been filed with multiple ministries, but with renewed intimidation, they are now calling for Agriculture Minister Ravi Ratiram's protection.
I have confidence in this government that they will carry the right process in awarding farmers the lease for the land, because I never see under the UNC government they grade down nobody crops. I see under PNM government they grade down people crops willingly.
Association Vice President Garrett Greenidge says denying them land while prioritizing private interests undermines national food security.
I believe this present government would shed some light within the situation instead of us trying to go legal, because we spend over 60,000 to 70,000 already. So to go and find lawyer fees is as a whole new struggle. So we're using all the mediums that were placed there to help farmers and to help this body. And I'm not only just speaking for the Golconda farmers, you know. There are people in Trinidad and Tobago trying to attain a lease for over 30, 40 years.
Now, attempts to contact Minister Ratiram for a comment proved futile. Well, rampaging bison are continuing to destroy crops and threaten livelihoods in South Oropouche. The animals have been entering farmlands at night, trampling through planted fields and feeding on produce. Radhika De Silva and Ivan Tulsi visited affected farmers today to bring us this story.
Farmers in South Oropouche are pleading for urgent help as a herd of bison continue to destroy their crops and threaten their safety.
The animals have no rope. And whenever we see them, when we trace them, they turn around and run us. Because it happened many times.
Her son escaped an attack.
They run down my son, he's 10 years age, and turn over and bison coming behind him. Because when they come out, he was just being a kid, he come out, he jump out and he start to play, not realizing the bison was right there feeding.
Farmer Badaram Henry says the animals graze on cultivated farmlands at Berridge, South Oropouche, trampling and feeding on crops across 15 acres.
Over a 2 weeks period, they keep coming and eat out the corn completely. It hardly have a stump on the ground currently.
Despite reporting the issue to police and the Predial Larceny Squad, the farmers say no action has been taken.
I went to Oropouche station on many occasions. Them say they can't do nothing. We went to Predial Larceny. them and all saying them could only have a conversation with him and them can't do nothing.
They are now calling on Agriculture Minister Ravi Ratiram to intervene. CNC3 News reached out to the pre-deal larceny squad, and an officer there said they will investigate. Efforts to contact Minister Ratiram for comment proved futile as calls and messages went unanswered. Radhika De Silva, CNC3 News.
In the small passageway between two buildings in San Fernando, Mervyn Baisden spends his vacation offering second-hand school books to students in need. Having studied with hand-me-down books as a child, he now offers books to those who cannot afford them. After losing his store in a fire, he found shelter in this space through a family friend. Books line the walls and he organizes them from memory. Baisden runs the stall with his stepmother Laura Baisden, welcoming donations and trades. He supports using old books to help families, saying it's his way to give back and goes the extra mile to make sure no child goes without.
If they can't afford the books and you have books, bring it. We could do a trade. We'll try and help you as best as we can. So you bring your books to us, and once it's good books, even if I like little write-up and stuff, still bring it. Once it's good books, we take it, and what depends on what you want, we try to help you as best as we can. If it's to give you the book and we take your books and we give you a book, and you pay a slight little difference, but it won't be nothing to like say burst your pocket or anything.
Meanwhile, Laura Baisden said they were grateful to God for his mercies and were determined to do their best to help others.
We don't sell too expensive because, as I say, we keep the customer in mind, the ones who could afford the books. We try our best that we could help them and bless them that they're able to afford the books.
And of course, anyone wanting to support them by donating books can call 293-4353. As this country continues to grapple with crime, Canada's High Commissioner to TNT, Michael Carlin, is reiterating his country's commitment to strengthening security ties.
Where we can help is through partnerships, and we have a number of them. And whether it's with the TTPS, whether it's with the military, with the Coast Guard, with Customs, we have profound relationships already in existence, and there's much more room to grow there.
The High Commissioner, who took up his post 4 months ago, outlined his plans to enhance partnerships during CNC3's big interview. He says this country's students will continue to be afforded opportunities to study in Canada.
I know we've welcomed over 4,000 students over the last 10 years, and they continue to be welcome. And so, far from me to suggest that we could fill gaps left by American decisions, but I do know that Trimagonians will continue to be welcome.
High Commissioner Carlin points out that there are about 25 different agreements between Canadian universities and the University of the West Indies. And of course, you can watch Ryan Beachu's conversation with High Commissioner Carlin immediately after this newscast. Well, still to come in sport, Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain battle for the FIFA Club World Cup final. All the action is next.
Welcome to
Christmas in July at Bright Ideas, and we're turning up the heat with our biggest event yet, Slay the Savings. From tents to tables, your favorite store is packed like a Christmas tree with real deals on stuff you actually want. Kitchen, bedroom, decor, and more. From mega combos to unbelievable discounts to once-a-year deals, it's all out and ready to grab now. Every day, check out Facebook and Instagram to see what we're unwrapping next. Can't make it in store? No problem. Shop online at brightideashomestore.com or download the Bright Ideas mobile app. It's festive, fabulous, and only while stocks last. Bright Ideas, Slay the Savings is on.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket. Bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Sylvia restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food Basket, hypermarket, or Rima, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Welcome back in sport. West Indies and Australia resumed play in the third and final test of the series. The Windies were hoping for some bright spots in an otherwise dismal test series. Here's more from Day 2 action.
Resuming Day 2 on 16 for 1, having lost debutant Kevlon Anderson overnight for 3, and in pursuit of Australia's 225, skipper Roston Chase and Brandon King were understandably circumspect. King lost his wicket with a score on 28, his contribution 14. Joined by John Campbell, Chase plodded on until he too succumbed. His 18 occupied 71 deliveries and contained a solitary boundary. Campbell, though, now accompanied by Mikhail Louis, was far more enterprising. And at tea, he had registered 3 fours in his 31 not out of 54 balls. Louis was on 2 in the West Indies total of 73 for 3. Campbell's first scoring shot after the interval was a gorgeous cover drive off Boland, increasing the tally by 4. The bowler, though, had his revenge not long after, winning an LBW decision as Campbell offered no shot to one that cut back and would have hit off stump. Not long after, Mikhail Louis was responsible for a horrible pull drive and was bowled, leaving the West Indies at 95 for 5. Rajiv Surat Singh, CNC3 Sport.
And up until press time, West Indies stood at 143 for 10, trailing the Aussies by 82 runs. The final of the TNT Women's League Football Conference Cup is currently underway as powerhouse clubs Defence Force and Club Sando clash after commanding semi-final performances at the Attu Bolden Stadium last Sunday. Club Sando, boasting a blend of experience and youthful flair, laid down a marker in the opening semi-final with a crushing 7-0 win over Tobago Chicas. In the second semi-final, Defence Force overcame a spirited challenge from Jules SC to register a 4-0 victory. A lot is expected of this final as it's a clash between two of the league's most consistent and well-rounded sides. Well, it was a battle of European giants as Chelsea faced PSG in the FIFA Club World Cup final. Here's more.
Chelsea flew out of the blocks, showing intent with this attempt from starman Cole Palmer in the opening goings.
Yannick Sinner claimed his first Wimbledon crown today, defeating two-time defending champion Carlos Alcaraz in a high-stakes rematch of their French Open final 5 weeks earlier. The 23-year-old Italian snapped Alcaraz's 24-match winning streak and avenged his heartbreaking Roland Garros loss, where he had held match points but ultimately fell in 5 sets. This time, Sinner stayed composed in key moments, including a crucial hole from 15-40 in the 4th set to capture his 4th Grand Slam title. With the win, Sinner closed the gap on Alcaraz's 5 Slam titles, solidifying their growing rivalry as the dominant force in men's tennis. It's now time for another quick break. More for you up next.
Something here for everyone, from baby to adult. Anything you need, it is right here at Food Basket Super 99.
Food Basket Super 99, affordable and trendy. Food Basket Super 99 Arima, where fashion meets affordability.
Recession have you down? Don't lose hope. Head on down to Tire Clinic for the recession deals. Big savings with our road hazard warranty on Dunlop, Sumitomo, and Falcon tires. Available at Tire Clinic, Couva, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958.
Are you tired of the same old boring drive home from work? Look no further. Get ready for the ultimate after-work rush with Freedom 106.5 FM's The Overdrive with Davey. Mondays to Fridays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let Davey take you on a thrilling ride of non-stop entertainment and education. He covers the topics of the day, delves into the latest food and lifestyle trends, and brings dynamic guests from exciting professions to share their professional stories and experiences. Take advantage of this energizing and engaging experience. Tune into Freedom 106.5 FM, Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for The Overdrive with Davey, the ultimate way to end your day with a bang.
To some regional news now. Port Royal has officially been added to the UNESCO World Heritage List as the archaeological ensemble of 17th century Port Royal. The decision was made during the World Heritage Committee meeting in Paris. Jamaica's Culture Minister Olivia Grange welcomed the inscription, calling it a proud moment for the country and a major step in preserving Port Royal's unique heritage. The site is recognized as an outstanding example of the 17th century architecture and its direct connection to events of historical significance. The ensemble includes both well-preserved terrestrial and underwater remains of the town, including its original fortifications and urban layouts buried after the 1692 earthquake. It's now time for a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. The Met Office says it will be mainly hot and sunny despite odd showers. There's the low chance of a heavy shower developing during the afternoon favoring western Trinidad. Tomorrow's maximum forecast temperature in Trinidad is 32 degrees, while Tobago will experience a high of 31 degrees Celsius. Seas are slight to moderate with waves reaching up to 1.3 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the newscast. On behalf of everyone attached to the program, do enjoy the rest of your evening.
You're watching CNC3.
The first half of this year was dominated by a discussion surrounding tariffs, really driven by the United States President Donald Trump.